called shared preferences. Every project has a small memory which can store some information, and that information can be used for different occasions. For example, let's suppose for the users, when user log into your application, then if the user is a new user, then you differentiate the messages for them, that for new user you are displaying welcome new user, let's suppose. And if the user is an old user, and then you want a customized message for that, that welcome back, something like that. So how to customize this type of messages? Actually, these type of messages can be customized if we use the shared preferences memory, and we can store some small information there, and we can check the status of the user and the status of that information, that if the information, and on the basis of those shared information, we can decide that what type of message should be displayed. Okay, so let me quickly create a new project and show you how to use this shared preferences. Okay, empty activity, and here I will give a shared preferences. Okay, everything like that. Done. Let's start. Okay, now done. And here we will create a shared preferences. Okay, for the shared preferences, every project has a default file. So if you want to use the default file, or if you want to create your own file in that shared memory, it's up to you. These are two different ways how to use. So let's first create our own file there. So shared preferences, and you can give any name to it, mostly with small letters. Shared preferences equal to get shared preferences, and here uh, you can specify that if you want to use the default memory which is given to every project in Android, or if you want to use your own file, if you want to create your own file. If you want to create your own file, just type the file name. For example, my setting. Okay, and mostly these type of values are used. Sometimes we are using this type of information for application settings. Okay, so all the application settings that we are changing the different themes and style in our application. Actually, these informations are stored in the shared preferences. And when the application run, it needs the shared preferences first. So whatever values are there, that is applied on the app. Okay, so let's create uh, my setting, let's suppose. Okay, so this will be a tiny file. A tiny file will small file will be created. Okay, and in this file we can store some information, and on the basis of those information we can customize our setting, or we can customize messages to the user. Okay, so the context dot mode context dot mode underscore private. So it's a private memory, meaning to say only this application can access it. Okay, not others. It's not a public data or public information that others application can access. No. Okay, so in this way, we in the shared preferences we create our own file. Okay, now we will create some values here. This is the file name. Inside this, we can create some values, and that values are mostly uh, in the form of key value pairs. Okay, so how to do that? And that's the key value pair. Mostly it will be like a string, string. We are checking it. Check equal to shared preferences that we have dot get string Okay, and in this get string, this will be a key value pairs. So for example, if we want to differentiate a message or customize a message for users, okay, so let's suppose I give here, I want to see that this is the first time that this application is running or second time. So let's suppose first run. You can give any name, but from this word, I just want to know that the user who is running this app is for the first time or second time. And its default value will be true. That if it is first time, then it is true. Meaning to say, for the first time when this application is running, then the value for first run is true. And we are checking this, that if this is true, that this application is running for the first time, then you can display any message. Okay, let me create some function for that, to display a message. Okay, the function name should be, let's suppose, say welcome. Say welcome. Okay, this is just a function. I'm calling this function, and you know, when we call a function and that function is not defined, Android Studio will highlight it, and if you click this, it will ask you that yes, create that function for me. Okay, then you can create that function, and here in this function, we can simply, I think we should simply display a message. Okay, maybe toast message. Oh, not like this. Sorry. Toast. Okay, and here I will type like welcome new user. Why? Because you see, if this application is running for the first time, okay. Oh, let me check this. If I better to use if statement. If uh, check this string that we already created, we should check this, that if its value is true equals, if its value is equal to true, okay, then we should call the function. This function should be called at that time. If this application is running for the first time, then you call this. And if this application is not running for the first time, okay, one thing, if this application is running for the first time, then you display welcome new user message. But next time we should change this value to false because it's already run one time. So if it's already one time, for next time, this true value should be changed to false. So how to do it? We should get the shared preferences editor. Okay, shared preferences dot editor. Sorry, capital, the class one. Shared preferences dot editor, okay, equal to editor, and shared preferences dot edit. It should edit the shared preferences, okay. And how it should edit? Editor dot put string, because it is a string value, the true and false are string value, a key value pair. uh, and the first one, we should use the same key. Okay, the first run should be equal to false. Okay, for the first time when it run, the message should be welcome new user, and after that the first run value should be changed. And when next time the user uh, run the same application, then it will display a different message. Not every time welcome new user, welcome new user, like that. And then apply the editor changes that apply. Okay, so let's just see this, that how it works. Welcome user, welcome new user. Okay, if I run again, I think I should change this one to length long. not too short. It should be a bit long, not short. Okay, you see, no message has been displayed. Okay, because the check has been uh, false this time. So if it is like this, then let's display a separate message here. Maybe we can define here. Yeah. So this time, welcome back. Welcome back. So if I run again, so it's this will be not the first time, okay, and I will get the message welcome back, okay. And if it, so you see, in this way you can customize the messages or setting of the application. So the main point is that how to use shared preferences. And what is shared preferences? Shared preferences is a small memory reserved for each application, each project, or each app, okay. And in that shared preferences you can store values in the form of key value pair. Like key, you can give any key and you can store any value for that, okay. And on the basis of these key value pairs you can make decisions that if, let's suppose, this its value is true, meaning to say it's running for the first time, then display a message, and this message will be the welcome new user. And once it run, then edit its setting, because it's already run one time, so next time it will be not its first time, and once change, then will be a different message, welcome back. So in this way you can customize different messages.